That's a big gun. Hello, everybody. Big Bear here with Big Bear 3D, ready to share what's on the table. And what's on the table today is a very, very big prop. This is the heavy bolter, or it's the more updated heavy bolter. Very similar to what you might see on the new Primaris line of Space Marine models or in Space Marine 2. This is brought to us by Joe's Hobby Shop. I'm actually really, really excited because Joe put this prop together for us here at Big Bear 3D. So this was a request we made, and, and it's just so amazing that he took the time out of his busy schedule to put this together for us. And this is a true scale 4 foot heavy bolter when fully assembled. So it's an absolutely monster prop. Definitely check out his links below if you're not familiar with his work. Forewarning, this is an insane print. Prepare to invest in a lot of filament. A lot of these pieces are really, really big. So if you don't have a large format printer like the Ender 5 Plus or the Ender 6, you might have to cut some of these down in order for them to fit onto your build plate. It is a bit of a challenge. It's a very, very, very large prop. I printed this one on a fleet of 5 machines. I had 3 Ender 5 Pluses and 2 Ender 6s dedicated to it. And it was still a really, really, really substantial endeavor. The amount of filament used will vary greatly depending on your settings. I think this is somewhere around 11 spools on this guy here. But this does turn into an absolutely amazing prop. Here we are with our finished prop, and it is completely ridiculous. Absolutely massive, this guy. All printed, of course, in Elegoo PLA, just like all of my props are. This guy was printed almost entirely at 0.24 layer height. Notice there aren't a whole lot of really tiny details on the model. Something really important for a print like this. There's no bolts, there's no screws, so it's being held together pretty much entirely with glue. You're going to want to use this. This is PLA glue. This stuff is the greatest glue for PLA props. You should be using it for all of your PLA props. But for props like this, it's really non-negotiable. Crazy glue, Gorilla Glue, those things they're not going to hold. Not for a long time and not on something this big. So if you're wondering why your props aren't sticking, definitely grab yourself this PLA glue, especially if you're going to be picking up a kit like this. Now, obviously, you can grab the STL files for this guy down below at Joe's Hobby Shop. Fortunately, we now have a commercial license with Joe's Hobby Shop to produce this guy. So if you don't have the means of making it yourself because you don't have a large format machine, or maybe you don't have 3 months to print it, you can always go ahead and grab it from Big Bear 3D. Go ahead and make sure you remember that coupon code BIGTUBE for 15% off, and you can get yourself your very own heavy bolter.